Good morning. This is Sandro Fermo. This is the darkness outside, and this was the darkness within. And they thought I'd never write again. Let's go into like some background music. Okay, here we go. Oh no. Hope you get that. All right. So there we go. All right. Let's start reading. The accordingness of feasibility is often shocked by one's credibility. The exotic detailing of a sure-footed undertaking often exemplifies our own mistrust, while the carpenter's tools are full of a hopeful reappraisal of both the limelight and in an infantile need of a sturdy cable in order to enchant a toyless cant with a less probational, but not in the least less important cable with that sociological need for mental excursions towards a logistical persuasive power, unlike the piston upon the flower. The proportional attributes of a society's at times cruel idea of a novice's brutes with a Judas kiss lingers within our souls, often then brands, often then being diminished by our shared by now goals. This continuous paternal recognition of a divided division, Nazism. How I got into that, I'll never know. In the background, I see a gun being pointed at my head with a sort of like Obama shadow, type FBI shadow to it or something. It's almost as if my life is being threatened for writing down the truth. Shared by now goals. This continuous always really threatens someone else. But again, maybe I'm just schizophrenic and actually shadows, where there shouldn't be any. With ourselves often then being diminished by or shared by now goals, this continuous paternal recognition of a divided division is then subtracted by the whole with a hometownish role. That is, corporate power, often within one's cynical disclosures while hunting for red meat under the vegetarian's four-leaf clover. So the right here. I think that's what I got. Alright, that was 8:45. I got my back now. Now let's hear the garden noises outside. I let you see them. You know, how they put the satellite dish in this room, I'll never know. I'll have to look at the stars to remind you we are in Italy here. The excruciating detailing of a promised awakening. A promised awakening is the diplomatic pacification. By some sort of like dangerous liaison, which is complete bullshit. That then permeates the religious after effect of a negation regarding perfection, with as well a subsiding simplicity that is daringly proper and immutably free, with its integrity when intelligence is then threatened by an assassin's past, a future pretense, then the cryptic television chatter will inflict a bed-like idea of FBI, like ladder, predicting then the truth, like an enchanting lie, after for a more resilient cry, out of an anguished restraint. That's bullshit. And that, what did that, when did that happen? Anguished restraint, and that, of that, and of a civilized maternal property that is involved in a civilized maternal property. There's only mythological when confounding protective reality, procreative reality. The rustic restlessness is handed down by a DNA trait and an ideological state of both authority and a recognition of the moral majority. The necessary contentment. Now I'm seeing my enemy there, and they put a hologram, this guy's supposed to kill me, he's supposed to kill me, or something. Big bullshit. How they hollow a hologram. See, I'm in constant control, they're always looking at me. They're always looking at you. Of an intellectual ascension towards a better cruelty of hope, intermingled with the despair, with some need of society's secret layers, representative of singular ideological enhancements, of a careful ear for, at times, or fashionable governments that are elegantly persuasive with surpassable objection over ton of who they may be. In a state of propelling through a state of puppeteered political detention, we're manifesting natural normal decency with a sexual flair. Must have been well received in the past, but it only helps to mismanage at times the real care for a cerebral fast, trimming our obsessive overabundance with a mere courage, courtesy within a non-negligent idea of the world's fragile circumference. The formidable aspects then of pacifistic rage. The rooster in the back. Want to hear the rooster in the background? Pacifistic rage only embraces more the singing bird in his cage. Enrages more the singing bird in his cage, but when he is free, he is often shocked by his own inadequacy. With clipped wings, he continues to sing, but the song has been undone by the secret one who read every word, who read through this mental slavery with often an elevated elevated species of false superiority, with the stubbornness of a dictatorial resemblance within intuitive action, and putting a muzzle on a soldier in the light already feasible idea of immobile traction. That runs between the undercurrent of a vetoed despisal regarding a bisexual arousal, not bisexual, but I understand them. When the thorn rose it is then tinted by all of her comparative foes. It is then the teeny weeny little black spider. It will be then that the teeny weeny little black spider will sit beside her, a new sacred herd, with the specialism of umbilical ties, which is on that mind. And then, and only then, a matriarchal attribute of heavenly stands that we here in Calabria have already had to romance. The power of differentiality only finally aligning itself with authoritative, vindictive possibilities, hopefully no longer being bludgeoned by manipulated by your chronic mental disabilities. You guys got that? It's for recording, and it's 11:16, so we'll end it with this one. Making me want to fart. Never give up.